Monday we're here at Thundrange Duncansfield, played Kilsyth, just played them a few weeks back, 3-3 draw. First of all, the team news, talk us through the changes today.
Yeah, I think there's a few changes, a few of them were forced due to a few injuries that we picked up. Obviously Brian gets injured last Saturday, so he misses out. Dad's picked up an injury Thursday night at training, so he doesn't make it. So it's been a mixture of what we've seen in the last game a couple of weeks ago against Kilsyth, and then a few that have been forced upon us. But listen, the boys that come in, I think Hayden's in for a start of the day, as is Sean. Both done very, very well last week when they came off the bench and affected the game, so they get their just rewards. Morrow's in as well for the start. He gets another chance to go. Since he's came in, it's been a bit stop-start with injuries and different things that have affected it, so he gets another chance to go today. Young Jack, again, after last week, affecting the game when he comes on, and he has been looking really sharp in training, so he comes in for the start. So 4 changes for a variety of reasons, but I'm sure the boys are looking forward to get going.
Looking to kick on after what was a great result last week. Feels a very crucial win as well, with Ardee obviously losing to Craig Mark as well. I think try to kick on.
I think when you look round about us in the tables, it's quite sort of tight at the moment. I think if you pick up a result and position it within, and other teams lose that are round about us, and you can go up sort of 3 or 4 places in the 1 week. So listen, last week for us is a great result. Doesn't surprise us, you know what I mean? I think we're talking to about through the week and talking to them about it in there before we came out. I think a lot of people probably in January had us relegated and had us sort of no chance of getting out the position out within, but as a coaching staff and a playing squad, we had every confidence that we would get out this position, and I think last week's result puts us in a very, very strong position to avoid relegation, and now we maybe turn our attentions to try and just securing that place in the league and then seeing how high up we can finish with the last few games. But 4 games left, and I'd say, having played all the teams previously, then 4 winnable games, and if we can get as many points as we can, we'll see where we end up come the end of the season.
Another point to note is Ross Jackson on the bench today from the under-20s.
Yep, again, left back all season's been an area that we've not really had much cover for. Obviously Dinky's went in and played there and done as a job and done very, very well. Ross stepped up to a friendly about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago and done very, very well, affected the game, was sort of good in everything that he done, so I think deserves his opportunity. And I think that's what we'll look to do all season. We've tried to promote from within. If boys have done well for the 20s, when we've got them up to the first team, and not just that, when they've came up, there's been a variety of players that have had first team appearances, and I think if the opportunity arises, I've sort of no doubt Ross will go on and do well, having seen what he'd done in the friendly.
Cheers, that's great, thanks a lot, all the
Cheers.
best. Cheers.